perseverance totally pays off. I've met people at college who are like, oh yeah, I can tell you all the facts about the book, but they don't take it one step further and do analysis, and they don't connect it to their lives, and they don't make it something more than just a book.
Honestly, like better communication in general is something like academically or like even out of academics has been super helpful.
My dad would help with math, and he'd always come home after teaching at Cal Poly and be like, okay, anybody have any math questions? And then so we'd like line up and we'd just take turns.
But math has always been kind of that subject, which I've never been a super big fan of. There are probably some less than fond memories of, for him at least, trying to teach me math and me probably at the kitchen table just saying, I can't do this, I can't do this.
I have a little sister that's 4 years younger than me. Sometimes it would be a struggle, but I guess we just like take turns. My mom's like, okay, let me work with like Coco for a little bit and then I'll work with you. My mom's like super awesome about that stuff. And then high school, I didn't really like use my mom a whole lot for help, except for like maybe editing papers or something like that. So it wasn't as much of a struggle.
Especially as you got older, you don't really need your parent involved as much. But I remember my siblings, we would swap off every topic. Like Bridget and Sammy, one would do spelling and the other one would do like reading or something like that.
When I was like younger, I didn't like people like telling me what to do. So that was hard, being like, yeah, Mom, like I really don't want to put that edit in, but I know you're right, but I don't want to. And definitely with like math and English, there'd be like this certain point where my mom and I just like, were like, okay, we're done. Like we're arguing too much. Like both of us would just like lose patience, and then we'd like go our separate ways.
At times she would be like, okay, fine. You can tell your teacher you don't want to do that, and that's okay with me. And she'd just walk away, and they'd eventually get it done.
That's one of the things like I can say I think I really did get through. Like my mom edits my papers all the time now. Even in college, I'm like, Mom, please edit this paper for me. She's like, okay, you really do just have to work together, and eventually your kid's gonna like understand that you're doing it for them.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but it's totally worth it, and I would say please continue, because as somebody who's benefited from that, I can see all the difference in the world between how I do school and how my roommates have done school.
Well, when I was a lot younger, and I guess more so recently, my mom used to, because my older sister and I were often had the same books to read, so my mom would read, we would just sit on the couch and my mom would read to us, and that's always been one of my favorite homeschooling memories. I'm
like honestly checking out books from the library, and because we don't actually read a whole lot right now.
Keep doing it, please. Please, 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 and read out loud anything you can, because it's so helpful. And I get straight A's now, so that's really great, and it's because you were homeschooling me, and it's because you were reading out loud. I can definitely see that.
Yes, Latin is seriously a struggle when you're in like middle school, because it sounds dumb. You're like, this is a dead language. I could be learning like something cool like Spanish or French or something.
Well, I'm currently taking Arabic in college, and it's really weird just how well Latin ties in with that. I'm not making this up. I'm not like trying to promote Latin here, but for some odd reason, the linguists who were first mapping on Arabic and stuff, they're using things like the nominative case, the genitive case, the accusative case. So we're stepping into our Arabic classes. I can pinpoint that with Latin.
I know it's a struggle, but just get through it. It helps, yeah.
It's saving me so much.
Home study is really like the only way to get through college. Like if you don't have that down, you're not gonna get through.
Well, I definitely know how to manage my time better, because they went over that with me like when I was younger, and now I can transfer that to like adult life skills in college. I wouldn't be the person I was today if I didn't go to SLOCA. Hard things are worthwhile, and you can actually see a meaning of this. The benefit of coming here, I don't even think I even know all of it yet, because I'm only in college. I haven't gone and had a career.
I think in retrospect, maybe some apologies at the time would be deserved. You guys have done, I think, the best job you possibly could preparing me for life in college, and so far I'm surviving.
Thank you for the opportunity and for sending me to this school.
I'm so sorry for making a little bit of a fit in 5th grade with basically every math homework ever. But thank you so much for allowing me to be at SLOCA. It's really helping me a lot.
Just thank you, honestly. Like I'm super grateful. Like financially, I know it can be a serious struggle seeing those numbers come in. You're like, this does not make sense that I'm pouring all this into like one kid's life when I could be sending them for free. But it really has like shaped me to be who I am today. And my parents are great, but I just want to say thank you for giving me a phenomenal education that no one else really has. Yeah.